Hey guys, this is Thomas O'Leary. Welcome to this walkthrough lap of Sonoma Raceway in the Star Mazda. It's the first time we've been here for a couple of seasons, so I thought I'd just run a quick walkthrough for you guys that are struggling, maybe with the setup or with the driving line and driving the track. So as we are approaching the start-finish line, you want to take a nice wide exit to open up turn 1. So we just follow through here, cut the corner and then run out wide. This is my preferred line. So it opens up turn 1 and then into turn 2. You're straight when you're going braking, like you'll see here. So run wide into the corner and then bring the car towards the left so that it's almost straight on to the apex. So if you look where I started to brake, just before the curb, around about here, I've hit the brakes, and the curb will be, just before the curb will be my braking point. So brake quite hard, get into third gear. On this lap I didn't quite take the apex turn 2 correctly. You should become wider out and not go over the curb, but it didn't cost me too much time. So you saw the curb on the runoff and the exit of turn 2. As you're on the run down to turn 3, bring the car to the right hand side. This will be flat out once the tyres are warmed up, so try to avoid the curb there. And then it's a left and then a flip right as you go over this blind turn 3A, according to the track map is what it's called. So it's quite blind, so you have to try and guess where, or through practice, where the exit is. So you just touch the curb, let the car run out wide a little bit. You can use the curb if you want to, but since it's blind, the chances are you're either going to hit it or you're not going to hit it. So just after the curb, where the mouse is what I normally use for the braking point, maybe just before, to get the car stopped. And then what you want to do for turn 4 is take a wide line in and then bring it close to the apex, like towards the end of the out point of the track, or the corner even, which will open up the next mini straight sort of thing. And because the way the track falls away here, you're going to find yourself, if you take an early apex, you're going to run wide and go onto the grass on the outside. And the off track is quite harsh here, so that is almost an off track. But this is in qualifying. This time did count, so therefore it cannot be an off track. But I'm pretty much on the deadline towards like where the off track would be. So bring the car to the right hand side as we go through here. Now turn 5. Turn 6 here is, I'm not sure whether it's the wind or just the track in general. This is most probably the hardest corner on the circuit. So if you can nail this in a qualifying lap, you're pretty much set. So you go over the crest of the hill. This is when I usually brake and then balance, as you can see with my inputs there. I balance the brake and the throttle to try and stabilise the car. So we'll just play this through. So yeah, a lot of oversteer, understeer as you go through the corner. You just need to try and keep it stabilised with the throttle and the brake, and then let the car run out at the exit of turn 6 all the way down this straight. Now for turn 7, I normally use this just over the brow of this small hill as my braking point. So if we see there, I broke a roundabout just on the top. So depends on how hard you want to brake, determines where your brake point is. I usually lock a wheel, come into this corner as I'm braking and turn at the same time. I'm not sure if I do on this lap. Yeah, as you can see I do. But you bring the car down into second gear. The aim for this corner is to let the car run out wide, in order to open up the next semi-straight part. But this is the faster flowing section of the track. So you want to try and open that up, get a good run off this corner. And then the aim of these corners, this is turns 8 all the way through here, is to try and set up the next corner. So if you see here, I optimize the corner for the next corner, so that I can get a good run out the corner and then carry on through the straight, which is flat out. So speed here is important, and you just follow this round full throttle, and then through turns 9 and 10. when the tyres even heat up, this could be flat out. I use a dab of the throttle as you saw down here, and then use all the curb in order to try and maximise the apex speed. But I think during the race I want to take it easy and just come off the throttle and then back on as soon as I can. If you are finding a lot of grip and quite confident for that corner, then you can indeed go full throttle. Okay, so you've worked hard through the lap and you do not want to ruin it with a bad turn in turn 11, which is the hairpin. So I normally use these cones here, just before these cones, as my braking point. I brake quite early in this corner, probably because I was in a qualifying lap, didn't want to ruin the rest of the lap. But use the curve as a braking point, get your braking down in a straight line is what I tend to do, and then get the car turned in, try and get as close to those tyres as you can without losing too much speed. So around about here, I'm already starting to, if you look at the mouse, already started to get the throttle on as I go through the corner, and then try and run out wide so you can try and get the straight line, which means the speed will come down quicker. And then that is a lap of Sonoma. So just bring it towards the centre. It's personal preference. I prefer to do that because it feels like I've done a better time that way. It's up to you really. And the time was a 25.352. So that was my first qualifying. I'm sure the times will go down. Actually, I'm fairly positive they will. But just for you guys that are struggling, I thought I'd try and demonstrate this lap towards you. I hope this has helped, this new style. Let me know in the comments or on the forums whether you like it or not. So hopefully I'll be doing a track walk or a walkthrough for the next week. So I will see you then, guys.